This
Okay.
conference will now be recorded.
Okay. So, as I told you, there will be 4 locations to be created as per, if you recollect yesterday's process flow, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, there are many ways by which the location can be created. First of all, we'll see the different fields which are there in our location. Okay. So, if I go to transport management, if I go to master data, if I go to transportation network, and then if I go to location. So, this is my location. So I just open any one location, for example. Uh, yeah. So this is how your location looks like. So if you see, like if you see this particular flow, a location can be a shipping point, a location can be a ship to party, a location can be a port, it can be airport, it can be anything. So how do we differentiate a location? So the first thing which comes is the location type. So this location SAP has given some standard location types. Okay. So based on this, we generally specify a particular location with its attribute. So if your shipping point means you need to select 1003. If it is your ship to party or customer, it's your 1010. And if it is a port and airport, you need to select 1100. Okay. This is not configurable. If you want to create your own any other type of location apart from this, then you have to basically develop it because it's part of your DDIC structure, data dictionary structure. Okay. So this is the name of a location, the location ID you mean. This is the description of a location. If you see this identifier means what? Identifier means it is a way of identifying a location from a transportation management industry perspective. So means I don't know when you're booking an air flight ticket, you have seen often that every airport has IATA code, right? I don't know whether you've observed this. So IATA code means, for example, if you're leaving from Bangalore, it will have a specific IATA code of that airport. Yeah, IATA means stands for Industry Airline Transportation Arrangement. Okay. So there is a specific association which actually provides some specific name for every location. So if you are using an airport as a location, then you can use an IATA code. Not mandatory, but you can use it. Similarly, if your location type is port, in this case, my port, I have used a unilocation code ZNREW. So these location identifiers are not mandatory, as I told you again, but these are used to identify a particular location in terms of the transportation industry association perspective. Okay. This is a business system group. If you recall, like yesterday I told you, whenever you are using any type of master data to give a unique identification to any master data transfer, we use the business system group. This latitude, longitude, altitude, if you see here, these values 97, 38 and minutes, seconds and all. These actually there are 2 ways by which this can be done. So in standard SAP, if you have a GIS system, GIS means geographical information system. So if you need to have a separate license for that. So if you are interconnecting your TM with your GIS system, then automatically this latitude, longitude, altitude will be updated. Or in case the clients are not ready to pay their license fee with GIS, that means you don't have GIS in the system, then what you have to do, once you go into the address tab and you just put the country code, then automatically this latitude, longitude, altitude will be updated automatically in the system. Okay. So this latitude, longitude, altitude is helpful in calculating the total distance between 2 locations. And this is the time zone. Okay, so time zone means the zone in which your particular transportation process is there, and this is the precision. So precision means how precise your particular transportation. So actually this one I'll explain to you when I'll come to the transportation lane. So precision of a geolocation, these I'll explain to you in a transportation lane. Okay. So this precision value actually indicates whether you are creating it manually or whether it is coming from a GIS system or whether it is calculated automatically. Okay. It is latitude, longitude, altitude. And you can give a location priority as well. Any question on this?
Within one thing, now we are taking into the consideration only the US part, right? So
Yeah.
that's why it's longitude and latitude and all. But then imagine a scenario wherein if we have to create in India.
Ah.
Uh, so what could be the how we can be able to do it?
So
I mean,
if, if
for
it is from India, yeah, if
yeah,
it is
so
from India, in that case, in the address tab, you put the country India. Automatically, SAP has a log algorithm or a programming which will calculate the latitude longitude based on the country. So it will populate accordingly.
can you please go one step back, wherein all the locations have been predefined, right? This
Location
location,
or location types.
location types.
Yeah.
Location is something which we define it, and location type. Uh,
Location type means whether it's a shipping point, whether it's a ship to party, whether it's a port, whether it's an airport.
okay, so location.
Location is the name, right? If you are
Yeah, so
moving your article from Bangalore to Chennai, there will be two locations. Source location one Bangalore, destination location
okay,
is your this one.
okay,
And because
okay,
source location is a shipping point, so location type for that Bangalore will be your 1003, and for Chennai it will be
okay.
your 1010.
Yeah, sure, sure. I got it. Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. Mm.
Yeah, one quick thing.
Yeah.
It is getting the latitude and longitude on the basis of country, right? So
Yes.
now, in this way, Bangalore and Mumbai will have a same location, right? Latitude, longitude, and everything.
Bangalore and Chennai will be based on India. See, this is basically if you want to have a precise location based on per location. So what SAP does, this is determined based on a country now. Okay. So that's
Mm-hmm.
why if you want to get an exact precision per location, then you need
Mm-hmm.
to have an integration with your GIS. You need to buy a license for them. So that accordingly the exact value will be updated. As of now, whatever country or region will be within India, it will have the same value because we don't have the GIS license here.
Yeah. Do we have the flexibility to update on ourselves? I mean,
Yeah, you can add it. Yes, you can go to edit mode and you can add it.
okay, good.
And this is the address tab. Address, I'm not going to details because address you have seen whether it is customer vendor, same information holds good for address. Then you have the alternative identifiers. These alternative identifier, if you see, this is identified by an ALI. ALI means alternative identifier type, and this is alternative identifier ID. So this is actually controlled by configuration. So alternative identifier means what? It's another way of identifying a location. Just like you have your good name and you have your pet name, right? So
Mm.
similarly, every location has a unique way within the organization also to identify that. So for that, you can have a specific identifier type and an identifier ID. But again, this is not mandatory. SAP has given the option. The reason why they have given the option is that, for example, there are two ports, which is nearby, which is located in Belgium. So how to differentiate that? So in order to differentiate that, you can give an ALI type uniquely for two different ports.
Mhm.
So these values I'll show you through configuration. You can give an alternative way to identify the port. And finally, you have the TM tab. TM tab means what? You have the duration. Duration means how much time the particular transport or vehicle or resource is going to wait at a particular location when you are doing a transportation process. You can give something like minimum duration, maximum duration, not mandatory. It is not going to stop any of your operation if you are not maintaining anything. Air cargo security means what? Air cargo security is something which is required only when you are working on an LSP scenario. So for example, if an LSP scenario, you are implementing TM for an LSP, and if you want to actually specify whether the shipper is known to you, unknown to you, or is a particular regulated shipper for you, okay, you can specify this security status. And when you specify the security status, you have to specify till when you will be know, till means for how many years you will know. That means handover expiry. That means whether it's for 5 years or 6 years, you have known the shipper. That is what the particular date requires. But this is required mainly only for LSP, not for shipper. Trailer handling, in case you are using a trailer unit means was, for example, instead of truck, if you are actually coupling a trailer, that means you are loading your particular cargo to a particular trailer and then you are connecting the trailer to a particular truck. because trailer is a passive resource. Passive resource means it cannot move by themselves. It needs someone to move it, right? So truck is an active resource, but trailer is a passive resource. So if you want to use the truck and trailer combination, in that case, the trailer handling is required. So trailer handling means whether coupling is possible, recoupling is not possible, recoupling possible only on pickup and delivery only. So all these combinations are there. As of now, we will not talk about trailers, so keep it blank. And in case you are integrating your transportation management with your EWM system, in that case, you need to give the EWM logical system and the EWM warehouse. Yeah, tell me.
Yeah, so trailer handling in sense, does it also gets related to goods trains likewise?
Sorry, I did not understand your question. Does it relate to you?
To any goods train kind of thing,
No, no,
wherein
no, no. Trailer. You must have seen, right? You know a trailer or no? You have not seen a trailer? Trailer means those big vehicles which cannot move by
okay,
themselves. You need a particular engine to move it, right?
yep,
It can be a trailer or it can be a rail car unit. For example, if you see a rail wagon cannot move by themselves, right? It has to be coupled to a engine, correct? Then only the rail moves, right? So a trailer
okay,
unit is something, a passive resource which cannot move by themselves.
okay. So
Okay.
okay, yep.
And possible equipment, see, this part is what this part indicates that, see, as I told you, for every stage, for every location, you can have a specific resource to be deployed, right? Because from this stage to this stage, this truck is required. From this stage to this stage, this ship is required. From this stage to this stage, this truck is required. So for every stage, you need some resource. So, but if you are telling, okay, I want to use a specific resource only for a specific location, then only it makes sense to use this. That means you need to specify, okay, I am transporting 20 ton of a container and my resource class is something. So this resource equipment, that means if you want to hard code, you want to restrict the usage of a particular resource for a particular location, then only use this. But I will advise you not to do that, because in that case you are actually losing the benefit of doing a flexible plan, because you don't want to restrict the usage of a particular truck for a particular location only, right? You should use him for any other location as well, right? So it's better don't maintain any value here. We'll maintain the resource information afterwards. Similarly, the thing is here also resource. So resource means if you are using a truck or a trailer or a ship, anything, any resource, if you want to specify that this resource can only be used for this location, then you can specify the resource name and the capacity of the resource, both for inbound and outbound. But we use resource, we create resource, but we'll not create an assigned resource here. We'll do it in a different way. Okay. So we'll keep this blank as of now. And additional is nothing. Any question here?
Can you explain resource again, Gurang?
Resource means a truck. So if you want to use a truck, obviously you need a truck, right, to transport your process. Now, if you are maintaining the truck in this particular location, that means you are saying, okay, I want to use a 25-ton truck only for Z_New. I cannot use it for any other location, which is not a very good design, because in that case, you are losing the flexibility of using the resource for a different location. So in order to make it more flexible, that means you don't want to restrict the usage of a truck for a particular location, you should keep it blank. We will, when we'll do the planning, we'll check the available resource, we'll check the available capacity, and then we'll do the planning there. If you are hard coding it here, that means you are losing the flexibility of using the resource. But SAP has given it because, for example, if you go to Kashmir, in the Kashmir only, for example, you have got only 2 trucks. So in that, because it's a hilly area, right? Only a specific resource of specific capacity can be used. In that case, you can put the resource information there. But generally, we keep it blank.
So when we say resource, we will just mention whether it's a trailer or like an active resource or something, or we will also maintain additional details like what is the vehicle number and all those details as well.
Yes. That's why I was telling you, we'll maintain it in a completely different way. So if you see, if I go back, there's a completely new node to create a resource where you can use all the vehicle number and everything.
Okay.
What is the T code to create location?
So this is a resource. So to create a location, log 3, SMTMS log 3. Okay. So just now, before I start creating a resource for you, we'll see what are the configurations you have. If I go to SPRO, I go to transportation management. Under transportation management, I will go to directly master data. I'll go to transport network. I'll go to location. So first of all, you can specify active. That means in case you are making any changes in the location, you want to capture it as a log, right? So to capture it as a log, you need to activate that. These are the change documents which I want to have. For example, if you change anything on a header level, if you change anything on a location description, text, address, you need to capture it as a change log. So that is one part. Second part, configuration for ALI. So if you recollect here, ALI means this part. This is the one. So I will create two ALI or one ALI for Bremen port. Suppose there are two ports, you can create the identifier for two different ports as well. So I'll do it for two ports. So what I will do, I will give here suppose Y NEW because it's sorry Y Bremen BRE. I give a description ALI for Bremen port. Okay. You can give a particular scheme or leave it. I select this. I give the code list. So here I can give okay for the YBRE. The name of the location ID is Y01. So this is the alternative identifier for Bremen port. Okay. Similarly, I will create one for Newark port. I just copy it. So here I will just delete and create a new one. Okay. I will give it as Y02. I say it YLI for Newark. So this is one other configuration for location. The third one is that you can define a unilocation code. So this unilocation code is for this one. This one, unilocation code. So I'll create one unilocation code. That unilocation code name is, for example, Y. What to name? YNEWK. Okay. You can put the execution organization. If there is any specific planning organization which is responsible for planning with this code, you can put the planning execution organization also, which we have created yesterday. So you can give the organization name. Okay. You can give the description or you can keep it safe. Okay. So all the configuration done. Now we are ready to create the location. So first of all, what I will say, because see, I'll create a location for these two part. Okay. Because this information do not come from ECC, right? This is we have to create it in TM. So what we'll do, we'll create a new name. For example, Y underscore it's Bremen. Okay. Y Bremen. The source location is this one. because it's a source port. So I'll select the port. I'll click on create. Oh, it has not refreshed, I think, right? Yeah. So if you see, I've given the location and I've given the location type as 1100. Okay. And then I just give the name of the port. Why it's not refreshing? You have only seen the first screen, right?
Yeah, probably if you can come out of the system and then again log in, would it be able to get refreshed?
Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll just disconnect this from the phone and just connect it. Give me 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 1
Yeah.
minute. So I just enter the location type. I just enter the location description. Okay. And if you see now the latitude, I'll give the unilocation code, which I've configured just now. So it is your Y New York. Okay. Oh, it's New York. I have not created for Bremen. Okay, fine. So then what I will do, I will see now latitude, longitude, altitude is all blank, right? So what I will do, I'll go to address. Because Bremen is in Germany, I will put DE. Okay. And once I put DE, I press enter. And if you now go to general data, you'll find that it has been filled up automatically. And because it is filled up automatically from my TM itself, no manual intervention, the precision is 300. You can also add more information about the geo coordinates here if you are having an integration with your GIS system. Okay. So the GIS system will automatically update all the latitude, longitude, altitude here. So for that, you need to do some strategy. There is a development we need to do. When
What
you
is the
are
other way of getting latitude, longitude more precise other than using
manually,
GIS?
manually,
But
or
how do you get?
you have to search in through Google. You can upload some tables.
Yeah,
See,
yeah, I
we have
guess
not
that.
done any
But
development.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that. But Google any particular reference would you like to suggest
No,
based on your previous experience?
no. See, actually, in major cases we have integration with GIS, but
Yeah,
only for certain clients where actual distance is not required. Okay, see where actual distance is required. This is mainly used for calculating your actual distance, right?
correct,
In
correct.
case you need charge calculation. So charge
Mm-hmm.
calculation may be depending on your actual distance. In case
Right.
you are not using charge calculation based on actual distance, generally what we get as a default, sometimes the clients are okay with it. Okay, because maybe
Okay,
they have a different parameter to calculate the shipment cost.
correct.
Okay, so there is a trade-off. So there is no other thing. The third one, you go to Google and just search latitude, longitude for a specific region. That's it. I don't recollect the site actually,
Okay.
but yeah, if you do Googling, you'll get it.
Yeah, let me try out. Else I will ask
Uh,
you. Okay.
yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. Okay. So once you're done here, come to the address. You can fill up all the information. Okay. This I'm not going into details. You go into alternative identifier. Now in the alternative identifier, you've just created that YLI, right? So you go to, this is my Bremen port, Y Bremen, and the ID is this one.
So Viren, here, what's the main purpose of this alternate ID? Because we have the location name already, right? Why do we need a different ID?
This is this is more required internally. Okay, internally means, for example, as I told you, just to avoid any confusion between two ports which are in close proximity with each other. Okay, maybe the planner does not know. Maybe the, see, for example, as I told you, in Belgium there are two ports, Antwerp port and another port is there which is also starts with A. I forgot the name. So both those ports, what happened? For example, the planner is planning, so he's confused. Like, okay, I should plan using my Antwerp port, or whether I should plan within the another port which starts also with A. So what he does, okay, in order to give a more vivid description or identifier, he just added one ALI type. Maybe this ALI type is more known to the people who is working within the organization. Okay, so that will give an additional way of identifying the port.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you go to the TM, so you can give some duration, or you may keep it blank. If you are integrating with TM, you have to give, with EWM, you can give this information, or you can keep it blank. And this one, I don't want to use it now because I want to create a resource information separate. Okay, and just click on save. So this is my port. So my location. So this is my source. This is my shipping point. This is my source port. This is my destination port, and this is my destination ship to party. Okay, clear? Now if you are giving destination port, so the only thing what you have to change here, instead of Bremen, it will be New York, right? Location type is again port, so that's okay. So this is New York port. So now you have a unilocation code, okay? Because I created for New York. So the unilocation code is Y_new, something was there. Okay, I give a priority to. Here it's US. And see, automatically not a latitude longitude, because the country has changed, it has given a different value. Okay, and now you give a ALI type, which is New York. If you want to give some duration, okay, and I don't think here you need to give anything. Okay, so now we have created the location for intermediary points. Now what we have to do with the shipping point and the source location, right? So here there is a catch. What is the catch? The catch is there is a report, because as you know, those information basically comes from here. Where?
ECC.
It comes from your ECC, correct? So we don't have to create the location manually again. So there is a report for that. I'll show you. So if I open any one delivery, no, not this one. BA03. Yeah, if you see this, my plant is, my shipping point is source location, as I told you, which is 9910, right? So there is a report by which you can actually define or set up your location from ECC. Go to AC38. You don't have to go to the location again. SAP APO create location. Okay. If you go to this, execute the report. See, create location for business partner, plant and shipping point. So my shipping point was 9910, right? If I put it here, okay, you can put the country or keep it blank and you just execute. So it will say a location already exists. That means I already have a location for 9910 because because I am actually not creating a new enterprise structure. So when you will do your configuration, if you are doing your own enterprise structure, you will see that a new data will come. So I took, for example, you want to create your own new data. For example, let me check if I can show you what type of message is displays. So suppose I go like this, 10 PV, any shipping point. Oh, this is also done. Actually, they mostly created all. So these are mostly created all. So I think you have to create your enterprise structure from scratch if you want to do it, or just put this shipping point and your source location will be created. Similarly, I also need a location from my ship to party, right? Destination location, correct? So if you go here and put this here, now remove this, and because it's my business partner, so you can put the value here and you can try to create a location. It will say a location exists. So what is the location ID for the shipping point and ship to party? If you go here, if I go to TM status tab, I click here, I go to document flow. If I go to my freight unit now, automatically freight unit is created automatically when your delivery is created. I'll show you how to create this. And if you scroll down, so this is my, see 9910 was my shipping point, but it always accepts prefix SP. SP means shipping point. So this is my source location. And this is my destination location. This is the same which what you have used in a sales order. Clear? Any question for this?
Any table which gives one-to-one values for this instead of navigating to the freight unit heads? Any table which will give that value?
Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you the table name. 1 minute. So there is one more report. Let me complete that report. Okay, and then I'll show you. So
Sure.
there is another report where, for example, if you are actually changing something in your location and all, okay, then this is the one. So if you UPD location, yes. So if you go there, okay. So if you want to perform a location update, sometimes what happens, for example, you have created your location for shipping point. Now someone changes the address of the shipping point in ECC. So that needs to be updated, right? So this is mainly used for updating the address and all the changes you have done for the specific shipping point and plan. So this report you need to update so that the delta changes are updated. Okay. Clear?
So this
Yes.
report we would run on a daily basis, so that any changes in ACC would reflect in TM.
You can, yeah, you can put it on a batch job and all. and you can do it, no problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there is so this is quite important, okay, huh? And you know, like if in case you want to delete some locations, you have some reports here like SAP, APO, but don't try this because then it will delete all the location. Just for information, delete underscore locations. Sorry. Slash SAP APO slash delete underscore locations. So if you're using this one, I don't want to yeah, you have to give the location type and location number, then it will delete all the locations. Okay. And sometimes, and then, you know, like for example, if you want to basically check the location type, so there is another report, SAP APO check underscore location underscore type. Okay. So this location is another one which you can use. Now check underscore location underscore type. Why top has given? Oh, I think they have removed this now. Okay, there was to be another report here. Check underscore location underscore type. Okay, fine. Does not write this now. Okay. If you go to AC16 slash SAP APO APO slash log. So this is your location table. Okay. This is a location type. If you double click here, you'll get to see everything. Okay.
No, we need, the mapping, like we run the report. Business partner is which location, shipping point is which location. So that table do we have?
There is SAP APO, I think log map. Let's see. So here you can put in. So here you have the location ID 10092. This is the location type. This is the queue system. This is the location number. So you don't have that, what you're wanting. You want that association between ECC and the TM, right?
Yes, yes.
I don't think you have that. Okay. Or
Okay.
I don't remember. Maybe I will check that, but I don't remember as of now.
Okay.
See, one thing you can do, if you want to know the business partner, that you can also do from here. 1 minute. This one lock or lock map, you can find out. 1 minute. Warehouse number. Now, if you go to lock table, so this is my address number. This is a source ID. Business partner. I don't. Yeah, partner is blank here. Uh, And then between these two tables, you need to see. Okay.
Can we try out SP underscore 9910? We'll be able to find out SP underscore if we look at that
Location.
record.
1 minute. You can I can search through location type also.
Mhm.
Shipping. My location type. My location number, for example, is 10WM or SP910. Okay, here we have SP underscore 9910. Okay. No, you don't have that association here. Because actually, you know, when a business partner is created for that location, you
Mhm.
create a transaction BP, and the table of
Correct.
BP is completely different.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know. Right.
that's why you don't get it here. Okay,
Okay.
so this is the first one of the transaction what you have. The next is transportation zone. Okay, so now we have. Oh, where is my Excel? Okay, yeah. Now my location is done. Okay. Now we'll see, you know, transportation zone. So if you see here, see we have created two location in this zone. Zone means what? Based on country, we can create one zone, right? So for example, here we have an European zone. This is the US zone. So maybe when the shipment is moving from Europe to US, we can, instead of specifying all the locations, okay, we can just specify, okay, it is moving from my Europe zone to US zone. So zone means it is for data maintenance purpose. It is more easier. That means it is used to group the locations. Now grouping of locations can be done by three factors. One, based on location ID. Second, based on region. Third, based on postal code. Because if you see, every location what we have created has this three information, right? If I go to again my location, okay, transportation management, where did it go? Master data, network, location, location. So if you see, every location has three information. One is your country, one is, that means one is my location ID, one is my region, and another is my postal code. So this grouping of locations in a zone can be done between these two factors: postal code, region, and location ID. So right now, if I go into my particular transportation zone setup, so I go to transportation zone, I go to define transportation zones. So here I will create two zones. One zone is mainly for Europe. So I will write here Y zone for Europe. Okay. Now if you see, there are three tabs. So if you suppose if you want to group the location based on postal code, you need to click on this and you need to specify country and the postal code from and to. If you want to do it based on region, you can go here, click, you can do it based on country and region. For me, I'll do it based on location. So I go here, I'll go to create. So I'll say location is, first location is this one, because in Europe, these two are my European, right? So first one is SP underscore 9910. In case after adding, if you recollect that I know I don't want this location, you can exclude also. Okay. Then if I go here, the next one is okay. So these are my two locations which are grouped under this zone, and I just click on save. That's it. Okay. So my zone name is Y zone underscore Europe. Okay. Similarly, I'll create another zone for US. I go to zone. I will go here. I'll go here. Y zone underscore US. I go here. So my first one is my Bremen port. Oh, no, Newark port. And then finally my customer location, which is my ship to party, is this one. Zero zero. Then I should put 5. Okay. It's Y zone underscore US. Y zone underscore US. Okay. Then we'll come into what is the configuration and the transportation lane, transportation zone. If you want to see the configuration, you want to go to SPRO. I'll go here. I'll go to transport management. I'll go to master data. I go to transportation network. I go to transport lane. And here I go to activate change documents. You can activate again the change documents if you want to view any specific changes to be done in the zone. If you want to maintain it, you can change this one. Sorry, I went to transport lane. It should be transport zone. Actually, you don't have anything in transport zone. Okay. I'll explain the lane concept later on. Any question?
That's fine.
No.
And there is one more tab here. Change transportation network determination. This is always, you don't have to do anything. This is always as it is. So don't go through, don't go this one. Okay. So this one we are done. Okay. So this is also done. We'll just see how the concept of schedule today, configuration we can see in the next class, but I will just explain to you how to create a schedule. Okay. Any idea what you mean by schedule?
At what point of time the transportation needs to start? Is that what is
Yes.
scheduled?
Yes. So transportation schedule means what? Transportation schedule means, like for example, for example, if you're traveling via flight, you always have a fixed schedule, like Indigo, leaving from Bangalore to Chennai every 9 o'clock. So like that, if you know like when is the departure point of your particular resource, your planner will know, okay, if I have any shipment which is required to be shipped from 9:30, I can use that schedule. For example, that particular flight or that particular truck which has a schedule between that time, right? The schedule help you to create a particular freight order, freight booking as well. That means from a schedule you can directly create a shipment document as well, because schedule means what? Schedule means you have a fixed itinerary, and from that itinerary you can always create a shipment document. Okay. So schedule is an important, not a mandatory master data. If you don't create schedule, it will not going to stop you. Okay. But generally we create a schedule for for the last transport. That means for in this case our main transport, our main leg is ocean, right? For road also you can create a schedule, but mainly we do it for ocean or air. So how to do it? So if you go, so either you can go it from, you don't have the end of path here. So you have to go to NWBC. Go here. So if you click on master data, this clicking on the master data actually will take you directly. Like I have shown you that from the ACP easy access, right? You can also create your zone and you can also create your location from here as well. Now to create a schedule, go to schedule, create schedule.
The schedule is something which is not there in ECC screen, right? I mean, team screen.
No,
SPR. Okay. Why certain functionalities have been kept in NWBC and some certain other functionalities have
see,
been kept
actually,
in?
we should always use NWBC, but certain transactions ACP has given which you can access from easy access as well. I am not sure why. You can always, configure that as a link and also access to ACP. Okay, that option is always there. But ACP says that if you're working on TM, always use NWBC. So if you see here, when I'm going to the schedule types, you have got different types of schedules, road, rail. So I'll create an ocean schedule. So ocean schedule means it will always be between port to port. That means the schedule will always be created from this to this. Okay. So how I create it? I have to create a schedule types. So I give the name as this schedule name is like that. This one, Y Bremen, Bray to new schedule name. And the schedule description is ocean schedule from Bremen to New York. I give a validity period because every schedule needs to have a validity period. I say, okay, it is for 1 year as of now. Okay. If you want to specify a specific transportation group, that means the material which you are transporting, if you want to use it to transport based on a specific group, you can use it or you can keep it blank. You can also specify whether this schedule is created with reference to a particular carrier. Okay. I have created a carrier before. We can always use that carrier or we can create the carrier blank as well. Okay. Oh, this is a different one. Okay. So I have a carrier already. I will explain to you the carrier later on. So just now, as of now, we'll use this carrier. Okay. Carrier means the business partner who is responsible for the actual shipment. Okay. And then once you have entered this, now you have to enter the port name because now it says port sequence. So I click on create. So I say, okay, my port is this one, Y underscore Bremen. Okay. And my next port is New York. Okay. So here actually you can specify how many days it will take for your cargo cutoff day, cargo cutoff time, how many days it will take for your document cutoff. So these are there, but these are not mandatory. This is not going to resolve or obstruct any of your process. Okay. This is the distance which will come from your latitude, longitude automatically. And if you want to specify what is the transit duration, you can give it here. Transit duration means it is the time taken to move from one port to another port. You can specify, okay, my transit duration is 12 hours. Okay. So once you have defined this, the next part, what you have to define, go down, and if you click on create button, you need to specify when on what that is. See, this stage is taking this concatenation of these two values. Because the validity period is for 1 year, I say that I need a schedule only for twice in a week. Okay, the vessel leaves twice in a week, and it leaves at a certain point of time. The time is, you can give the vessel number, you can give the vessel name, you can give the factory calendar, and I say it leaves every day at 8 o'clock and it reaches at, for example, 11 p.m. 11 o'clock. Okay, it takes 2 hours. Okay, if it is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you can give some, if you want to specify how much quantity should be made available in that particular schedule, the volume, weight, quantity, you need to measure all the information, you can specify it here. Okay, and then you select this line item and you say, okay, generate the voyage. Generate voyage means how many voyages will be created for that 1 year with twice travel in 1 week. I say 105 voyages. How to view the voyages? You can always go and view the voyages as well. Click on the voyages tab, and you can see, because it is twice in a week, so every time you can specify, okay, 17, 21st, 24, 28, all these dates you will have this voyage. You can specify the weights and quantity and accordingly. Okay. And you can save. Okay, you can also give the weight volume here as well. Okay, any question?
Yeah, Viren, one question here. So regarding the carrier, so here we are kind of hard coding the carrier, right? So what in case if we have multiple carriers, so do we get multiple?
Don't put that. Yeah, you can create either multiple schedule, or you can basically remove the carrier from the schedule so that you can have the flexibility to add the carrier later.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Got it.
And so this is one thing. And do you want me to go through the configuration today, or you want to start? I don't know. Maybe it's quite late for you. But do you want to continue with the configuration today of the schedule types, or we'll do it next class?
Do it
Next class,
class.
according to me. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
one request. Do we have documents for this? I mean, what documents of what
yes,
we
you'll
just
get the document, right? You'll get the literature, like the books. Naveen will share it with you.
Okay. Okay, I'll get in touch with Naveen. Thanks.
Okay, just get in touch with him. He'll share the books. So, are you okay
Okay.
with the pace and all everything?
Yeah,
I'm going
absolutely.
very slow because you are
Yeah.
quite new, so
Yeah.
I'm going quite slow, giving
Yeah.
time for
Right.
you
Right.
to. Huh?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So again, next Saturday, Sunday, we'll have the class. Okay, one more thing. Next Sunday, actually, I have internal, a birthday party. So I
Mm-hmm.
will be 1 hour late. I will be a 1 hour late. Like we'll start like what we have done today. Okay, 4:30 p.m. CET. Only for next Sunday. Okay.
Okay. No problem.
Saturday will
Yeah.
be as usual, 3:30. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a great week ahead.
Yeah,
Thank you.
come to you. Bye.
Thank you.